What is up?
Hey, how are you?
What's going on? You're smiling. That's a good thing.
I did it. I did it.
That's so good, man. All right, dude, you just passed. How did it go? What did you score? You have any idea how to go?
Yeah, it went really well. So I did it at a testing center. So I got 3 above targets, 1 on target, and then 1 below, which I was kind of shocked about, but
whatever.
it's okay. It's okay.
That's all right. So you're happy and stuff. So we haven't known each other for how long? That long? How long's it been, roughly? Like how
It's
long?
been a little over a month.
Yeah, that's not too bad. That's pretty quick.
Yeah, when we first talked, you said you could get me passed in 3 to 4 weeks. I remember that, and you did it. So
that's good to go, dude. All right, so you went through the accelerator, 4 weeks. You dealt with some personal stuff too, like you're doing now. Totally cool. You passed it, and you did great, and we're proud of you. What about the accelerator was the most impactful for you? How did it help you get there in 4 weeks?
I think the most impactful thing for me was your videos, because I'm definitely a visual person. I don't read books. I never picked up the PMBOK at all. I never purchased anything. And that's just how I do things. I am a very visual learner. So just being able to watch videos, watch you go through your presentation, and they're short videos. I like that too. It's short. It's very targeted to help us learn, and that's how I was able to do it. So
that's awesome, man. So
it's all you.
I appreciate it, brother. And so the videos were fun and all those things. You did jump on a lot of coaching calls. What role did you think the coaching calls played, and how did it help? How did those help you?
The coaching calls were definitely impactful. I had Maya as a coach, and she is amazing. I highly recommend Maya. And I think just talking to you and just talking to her on those calls and understanding why I was getting to the answers I was getting to and why they may not be right, helped me understand what the right answer probably was and how I should steer my thinking and selecting the right answer. So, and also communicating with the community. I made some friends throughout this process, and I talk to them via text now. So yeah, that's awesome. So there is a community there as well.
That's cool. Now I know this is hard to predict, but had you not done this, do you think you would have passed? And if you did, how long do you think it would have taken you had you not done the accelerator?
Ooh, I remember telling you that I downloaded a couple apps on just the iTunes library, and I thought that's how I was going to do it. And I was like, I'm just going to wing it and see what happens. And you're like, well, you want to throw your money away, then do it. So I didn't throw my money away, but I think it would have taken me a lot longer. I don't know. 6 months, maybe a year. I don't know. That's what I would predict, because I think I would have been reading stuff, not knowing that I don't need to read stuff. And that would have taken me the longest time, is sitting down and reading the books.
That's awesome. Oh, that's cool that you have the perspective now. So the actual exam, like everybody asks me all the time, like, how do I know, or am I ready? They always ask me, random emails every day. I scored this on this test. How am I ready? I'm like, I don't know. I just got whatever. Did you feel like you were ready? How did you know you were ready? Like, what was going through your brain toward the end?
I don't know if I ever felt ready. I think I told Maya, I was like, I'm not ready. And she's like, Doug, you are ready. She's like, just take the test. So she's the one who really encouraged me on those coaching calls to sign up and just schedule a date, aim for that date. And at the end, I was taking tests or practice exams, and I was getting better and better at them. And that's when I was kind of like, okay, maybe things are starting to click. Yeah. So after doing those practice exams, and just like, I would think about PMP all the time. Like I would sleep, I would think about it all the time. And that's when I was like, okay, I'm really understanding what the process is now to get these questions right. And then the encouragement of Maya and the coaching calls definitely helped me feel ready.
That's cool. And like the coaching calls are something that we just built. And we were like, how can we better support I said, how can I better support the students? And we have all these great students go through, like yourself, and then they come on as coaches. I know that like you learn things in the coaching calls, going through questions and stuff, but I think there's another side to the coaching calls, like the encouragement things. Can you talk a little bit about, I know Maya's just amazing at that part of it, but what was the other side of the coaching calls like the intangible part? Like what was that like, if you don't mind? You mean
What do
like
you mean?
the coaching encouragement? Was it just like going through questions, or was there something more to the coaching calls? Did you talk about like how to prepare for the exam? Was there anything like that? Like,
Yeah, we talked about how to prepare like for the exam, but I really just think it was going through the questions and hearing other people
mhm.
answer the questions as well that really helped me, because I was able to kind of understand their thought process and how they would answer the question. And that was really beneficial to me, because I could think like, oh, no, that's not right. Or
Mhm.
yes, that is right. I remember on our last call on Wednesday together, I was having internet issues. I was kind of running around all morning, and then I jumped on. And you're like, Doug, do this question, and I got it wrong. But I was like, I'm going to stick to what I originally thought, because I want to know why I got this question wrong.
Oh, you're right.
Because I just wanted to know. I was like, this is what I originally thought, and this is what I would have chosen on the exam. So why is this not right? And we probably talked about it for 5 minutes. Why what I chose was not right. And I wasn't ashamed of it. At first I was down, but then I realized I actually got something from it. So it's nothing to be ashamed of or be down that you got it wrong, because you're actually learning something in the end.
That's good. Yeah. And so there's probably two camps in like the PMP study world or whatever. And there's one camp that says the way you get there is through taking, thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of questions. And other camps are, taking less and getting more out of them and going through that and like squeezing the most out of it. Where do you fall in those two like neighborhoods?
I think at first I was taking quiz after quiz after quiz, and I was getting really discouraged because it wasn't sticking with me. I remember doing my first baseline quiz and I barely got above 50%. And then after I went through every 7-day accelerator. And then I actually went through the PMP master class.
Yep.
I believe that's what the title is. Yeah.
Yep.
And it broke down the processes for me, and then it stuck even more. So I kind of did double the work than the 7-day, but that's what really helped me. And I'm fortunate that I have the time right now. I am going back to work. I was a furloughed employee. Yeah,
that's good to bring you back.
I know. Yeah. So
that's good, because I'm trying to talk people into going down to your neighborhood where you work to support you. I don't want to say it out loud, but like, where we're going. So, yeah. So
it's been actually doing this exam, I believe, has helped me get my position back. So I know that was an encouraging thing for my employer. And I think they kind of created a role for me to help create processes towards the PMP process.
Awesome.
So
that is awesome. Super happy that we could play even a little bit of role in getting you back and getting you rolling. They're going to benefit from it a ton. Now, as you go back in this new role and you start doing things, and you have like we'll call it a non-traditional background, right? Like, or you're in like the creative space a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, how do you see, or has learning and talking through these things and going through it, has it impacted or prepared you in any different way to go back and say, hey, I'm going to take a little bit different tack at these things?
I think working for the company I work for, I think it's been around for a while. So people just are accustomed to the way they do things, and they don't really step outside of the box so much. So I think explaining that this process will ultimately help them if they ever want to take this exam. I think it's going to be a benefit for them, and it's going to help set the organization up a little bit more organized.
That's cool.
Yeah.
And, you'll start to like tweak things as you go back, and I'm excited to see what you come up with and actually the work you do. Cause like, it's pretty cool.
You'll all see it.
I know. It's pretty like in front of people and like, especially if you have kids and stuff. So that's good. All right, man. Well, I really, really appreciate you jumping on. I know it's late at night over here, or down where you are too. You did so amazing. It's fun just to like see you smile, and we, haven't known each other that long, but you were so successful. So that's really good.
Thank you, Scott.
Yes, sir. There's a lot of people out there that are probably like you. Maybe they come from a, creative background, or they've been furloughed, or they just want to improve themselves and get the PMP. And maybe they just don't know how to do it, and they're worried about it takes too long or something like else. What would you say to those people so that they could end up in a month or so looking, smiling and happy like you? Like, what would be your advice for those folks?
I think just jump in there and dive head first, because on the other end, it's going to be worth it. So you're going to be like me. You're going to be smiling as well. And, you never know what the future holds for you once you have this in your back pocket. So I think just go for it. Take the risk.
There you go. All right,
Yeah.
Doug. Well, I really appreciate it. Thanks for jumping on. We'd love to keep you in the community. If you got anything else, jump in.
Yeah.
If you want to be a coach, we'd happy to have you and all these things. So
Yeah, I would love to. I think it'd be great.
that'd be cool. So let's talk a little bit later. And thanks a lot. I appreciate it, man.
Thank you, Scott. I really appreciate your
Yes,
program.
sir.
It's been awesome.
All right. Talk to you later. See ya.
Bye.
Yes, sir. Bye.